Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Tap in, tap in, tap in. How y'all doing this morning, man? I am fresh out that gym. Y'all know how I get it popping try to get it here this morning. How y'all doing? That's right, let's go. Let's go. Try to get that glare off y'all. How y'all doing this morning, man? You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of good stuff happening for y'all, man. I'll announce it at the end of the video. But for right now, I need for y'all to tap your best friend, the one you go out to brunch with, the one that you do for Sunday service with. Go ahead, bring them into the video real quick. How y'all doing this morning, man? Tap in, tap in, tap in. I got my TikTok going. I got my IG going. Y'all know how we do my live videos, man. TikTok over here. We need 500K. That's right. Double tap on that screen. Show your coach some love over here on IG. Y'all know we need 40 badges. Do me a favor, tap on that screen, show your coach some love, man. Yep, we gonna talk about something this morning. And before I even get started, y'all know anytime I get a disclaimer in the very beginning of the video, it's because I already know that there's a strong possibility that some of y'all gonna get offended. Some people gonna get in their little feelings. Some folk gonna be in their bag just a little bit, but it's gonna be the truth no matter what. So with that being said, if you extremely sensitive, go ahead and exit now. If the volume is gonna bother you, because I am extremely loud, extremely passionate about what it is that I'm speaking about. If that's going to bother you, go ahead and exit now. If you want somebody to tiptoe around the subject, if you want somebody to play nice to get along, if you want somebody to stroke your ego and pat your little back a little bit, you ain't going to find that over here. So you might want to go ahead and find you another motivational speaker, baby, because it ain't going to take place over here. Double tap on my screen. What we going to be talking about today, baby? Adult children. Hello, yeah. Adult children. So, I'm just going to put it out there. Mother's Day, in honor of Mother's Day, baby. Mother's Day about to come. And before Sunday even get here, we going to go ahead and tap in. We going to go ahead and handle this right now before we even get to that point, because it's way too many of us right now. Go ahead and put at the top of the topic, Mother's Day. Mother's Day. What we talking about? Mother's Day, parenting adult children. That's what you want. If you want a topic, there you go right there. Parenting adult children. That's right. That's what we going to call it. Parenting adult children. Some of us then got to the point right now where we doing more parenting at this adult stages than we did when they was young. We going through more hell now that they are older than what we were going through when they are younger. And baby, it's time for us to, I'm going to get into it. I ain't going to even jump into my notes like that. I ain't going to let y'all do me like that. Friends say, come on, baby, I got you. I'm on the way. Don't you even worry about it. I got to get the folk that's extremely sensitive. We got to get them out of here first, because you already know how they going to be carrying on, and we ain't got time for that right now. Double tap on that screen. Show me some love real quick. Yeah, because I can't do it. I can't do it. You got to understand that, you know what I'm saying, as a mother already, you know what I'm saying, it's like we have the bulk of the responsibility. As a mother already, we're already going outside of our way. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to carrying a child for that amount of time, understand that you're carrying that child. Your body changes. Your thought process changes. You know what I'm saying? Your ability to be able to do certain things throughout that pregnancy is also a factor. Here you are already putting your whole entire life over there on the line to bring this child into this world. And what they do, you go through all of that for them to be rude, for them to be disrespectful, for them to be ungrateful, for them to walk around feeling entitled, to walk around feeling like you owe them something. Hello, somebody. So we're going to get into it. Yeah, y'all give me a second. Go ahead and double tap on that screen. Send me some love. IG, send me a badge or two. If you already know that that's your confirmation. TikTok, I see y'all double tapping like it ain't nothing. Y'all sending gifts already like it ain't nothing. IG, we need y'all to catch up. Send me a badge or two. Go ahead and double tap on that screen real quick. Friends say facts. That's right. As they get older, then all of a sudden, here come the drama, here come the chaos, here come the back and forthness. Hello, somebody. So yeah. We gonna get into the know real quick. We gonna get freed today. Today, before Sunday even get here, we're going to get into the note right now. That's right, because I want you to understand, I'm going to get to your first note. I see y'all double tapping. Go ahead and send me some love. Let's go. They go a badge. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. We got one going on over here. Let's go. Happy Mother's Day to you as well. One of the things that you got to understand is this right here, mothers. I need for y'all to step back and step away. These adult children, these children that's in your life right now, that you've done all that you needed to do when they were growing up, and you gave them all the necessary skills, the techniques. You taught them, you guided them, you gave them all of that. I need for you to understand, note number one is this right here. You are not responsible for their decisions. Hello, somebody. You running through your house right now. Somebody needed that note right there, and that's the reason why we made it number one. I'm not responsible for your adult decisions. You are not responsible for that adult child's decision. When they go out there and make a decision in their life that they're going to do a certain thing after you have sat down and explained certain things to them, and you have let them know what what the consequences of that action was going to be when you didn't went outside of your way, you didn't gave them all this, and this, and you didn't set them up for success. I want you to stop beating yourself up because of decisions that they made. I want you to stop holding yourself accountable for paying the price for something that you did not do. I want you to stop making it seem as though you are a bad parent and you did not do your job and you did not show up enough, you didn't love them enough, you didn't do this, and that enough. Baby, this ain't got nothing to do with you. When a person makes a decision in their life as an adult that they're going to do this, and this, then they got to suffer the consequences for it. Even though you are their mother, it does not mean this part gonna get you right here. Write your note though. Okay, friend, I'm gonna let them write their note. Your note number one is you're not responsible for the decisions that another adult make. That's an adult, baby. When they become an adult and they start smelling themselves and they start making decisions and they start thinking that they know everything, oh baby, you gotta step up out of their way. You gotta step up out of their way. That's right. I'm not finna. Once I tell you the outcome of that situation, once I break it down to you, when I have that sit down, that heart to heart conversation with you, and I let you know that if you step out here and you do this, and this is going to be the consequence of it. Ain't no need picking up that phone calling, Ma. Ain't no need in that moment thinking that you're going to try to. I ain't going to get in my note yet. I ain't going to get in my next note, but I want to. I ain't going to get in my next note yet. The note number one is you're not responsible for what another adult, a grown adult, decide to do. And once they start smelling themselves, once they start behaving a way where they feel like they know everything, when they start going against what it is that you done put out there, the things that you done taught them, I want you to understand that you're not responsible for those actions. Hello, somebody. So if you got to sit down and DJJ for a while, then that's on you. If you got to go over there to the institution for a while, then that's on you. Because guess what? I'm not sacrificing my life for you. I'm not doing that. I did that once already. I did my part already. I put my life on the line when I brought you into this world. I put my life on the line, you know what I'm saying, all throughout your growth. I made sure you had shelter. I made sure you had food. I made sure you had clean clothes. I made sure that you were going to school and handling your business. But now that you think you're grown, now that you think that you got it all together, and you're making decisions that's going against the teachings that I put out there, oh yeah, you're going to have to suffer the consequences of that. I ain't putting on no cake, baby. I ain't putting on no cake. I'm not putting on no cape. I'm about to get into my next note. Good morning, Divine Time. How you doing, baby? Yeah, I'm not putting on no cape. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not gonna do it. You're gonna have to get you somebody else. You could go over there and say whatever you want to say about me. You could go outside your way to try to slander. You could go outside your way to make it seem like your life was so hard and this and that or whatever. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain. I ain't clearing up nothing for nobody. I'm not clearing up nothing for nobody. I don't care how nobody else feel about it, and that includes family. Oh, family, well, you know that's your child, and you should still do this and you should still do that. No, what I should still do is let them suffer the consequences of their actions. What I should still do is step up out of their way. I can't prevent them from everything. For every action, there's a reaction. So when you put yourself in a situation, you're going to have to, when you put yourself in that situation, you better be prepared to go through whatever you got to go through once you go over there. Because once I tell you that somebody is narcissistic, and I tell you that they are toxic, when I tell you that I see that relationship and how it's going to pan out, when I see that those friends are not your friends, when I see that you ain't got no business over here doing this, and this, and I'm your parent and I'm telling you what is best for you, and you still decide to go over there and do it anyway, in that moment, you're taking it upon yourself to, this is what you're going to do. And the consequences that's going to come along with that, you're going to have to deal with. What's that called? Parenting. What's that called? Tough love. Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now, that's life, baby. That's life, baby. That's life. I ain't nothing that mama can do about that. That's life. No, number one is you cannot, baby. I cannot take the blame. I can't do that. I'm not going to suffer for somebody else's decisions. I'm not suffering for somebody else's decisions. No, number one is you can't suffer for somebody else's decisions. Once they made a decision in their life and they've decided that that's what they're going to do, you got to get out of their way. When they make up their mind to say that's how they're going to move, then that's how you're going to have to get up out of their way. When a person is already committed to being a certain type of way and doing a certain type of thing, you're going to have to get out of their way. Because note number two is what, Coach? You cannot save somebody from themselves. Yeah, go ahead. I'm waiting on y'all to jot it down. I'm waiting on, you can't save them from, I can't save nobody from themselves. I can't save you from you. Hello, somebody. I can't save you can't save nobody from themselves. You can't. Note number one was what? It's I'm that's right. It's not, I can't take the responsibility for somebody else's actions. When you make a decision in your life that you're gonna do something, then baby, that's all up to you. Note number two is I can't save somebody from themselves. When they are already saying that this is how it's going to be, and they've already made up in their mind that, yeah, that's note number two is I can't save you from you. I can't save you from you. I can't save you from you. Y'all go ahead, double tap on my screen. Show me some love. Show me some love. If you know for a fact that that's your situation and that's what you've been dealing with when you've been dealing with your adult children, and that you've spent countless years, you done went through your finances, you done bent over backwards, you done lost relationships, you done lost marriages, you done lost family members, you done lost friends because you was over there trying to side with your child, even though you knew that your adult child was wrong, that you was over there and you knew that they were disrespectful. You already knew that what was going on shouldn't have been going on, but you were stuck on that blood that's thicker than water. You was stuck on that. I gotta make sure that I got my child's back. And you was trying to be. I ain't gonna get into my third note. Hello, somebody. We on the second one, Steel Street. Don't do that. I'm ready. I told y'all yesterday that I've been ready to put this right here out. I need for you mothers to understand something, that these children have got to grow up. They gotta grow up and they gotta learn. And the only way that they're gonna grow up and they're gonna learn and they're gonna take responsibility is if you get up out of the way. You gotta get out of the way. The topic of the day is dealing with grown children. Dealing with these grown children. A lot of y'all right now, you can't even live the life that you know that you deserve to be living because you're caught up in the mistakes of your grown child. You can't even be happy the way that you deserve to be happy, trying to go over there and correct the mistakes of your adult children. You can't even have peace. You can't even sleep at night. You got these grown children right now that got you so sad, so depressed that they're taking the taste out of your food. You got these grown children and the decisions that they're making and they're taking the rest up out of your bed. You got these grown children and the decisions that they're making got you up late night, pacing the floor. They got you up and they got you stressed out. It ain't nothing that you're doing. If you look back at your life, you will see that you got everything lined up. You got a stable house. You got a stable income. You got stable transportation. And if you wasn't so caught up in your adult children and what it is that they're doing, then baby, you would think already, baby, I'm already walking around heaven. But the only reason why you feel as though that you're in the midst of hell is because of the fact that you're trying to protect grown children. Yeah. It's gotta be yeah. Come on now, let's just get this together. No, this ain't your job, and I know it's gonna be some folk that's gonna get mad because we've been taught our whole entire life. Oh, yeah, well, you got it. When you have kids, and that's just what come along with it. When you have kids, it's this, that, and the third. When you have kids, this, and that. And let me tell you what, I want to go into my next note. I want to say this. This is a red ink pen note. The moment that you take on that generational curse right there, the moment that you start walking and understanding and accepting that and applying that to your life, that right there is the number one cause of so much resentment. Hello, somebody. That's right. When you go outside your way and that child have already showed you the type of child that it's going to be, when they walking around here and they're doing whatever it is that they want to do, and then they walking around talking crazy, when they walking around disrespecting authority, when they walking around behaving in a way that you know for a fact that you have not trained them up in, when they walking around saying anything, doing anything, and then here you come rushing up to the school and you want to act like the child. Here you are rushing up to these different environments and you want to act like the child. I need for you to have a seat. Both of y'all, you and the child, have a seat, because in that moment I want you to understand that guess what? Now here you are. Enabling this behavior. Here you are making it okay for them to be disrespectful. Here you are doing the absolute most, so you're making them think that what they're doing is absolutely right. And my next note is this right here. Next note number 3 is this right here. You're the parent. You're not the friend. I'm your parent. Okay. Well, wait a minute. I'm gonna wait on. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna wait on y'all to send me some love. That's what I'm gonna do. Friend, hey, what's up, Divine Time? What's up, Delsa? How you doing? I'm gonna wait on y'all to send me some love. I'm gonna wait on y'all to bless me up. Y'all at 100, 105K. I'm gonna wait on y'all to double tap. That's right. What's up, Shaquan? Yeah. See, I want you to understand that you're the parent. You're not the best friend. You're not the bestie. That's not your friend. There's a certain level of respect that got to come along with parent and child. There's a certain level of respect that includes body language, that includes tone, that includes the word choice as well. Baby, you can't talk to me like I'm one of your friends. You can't hang out with me like I'm one of your friends. That's not what we gonna do over here. I'm your parent. I'm not your little friend. That's not what we gonna do. Yeah, well, I'm going to wait because some of y'all, I'm going to wait on y'all to go ahead and double tap on the screen. A lot of y'all been guilty of it right now. And the number one cause right now of resentment is the fact that you done went outside of your way. Hello, somebody. I told you that was a red ink pen note. Red ink pen note was the resentment. That was I gave y'all 3 notes in the red ink pen note. This is the first red ink pen note right here is the resentment. That's how resentment come into place. Why? Because I done did all of this. Hello, somebody. Let me get in your business for a second. Let me just break it down for for you a second. Go ahead and send me some love. The thing, when I say resentment, I'm saying this right here. When you done put your whole life on the line to bring this child into this world, when you done sacrifice after sacrifice after sacrifice to make sure that this child was okay, when you done went over there and accepted jobs that you know that you did not want to work, you had times that you did not want to work, all the things that you were so unhappy there, but you done it. Why? Because you wanted to keep a roof over their head. You wanted to keep clothes on their back. You wanted to make sure they had transportation. You wanted to make sure that they had everything that they needed. So you tolerated things that you wouldn't normally tolerate. You put up with things that you knew for a fact that you shouldn't be putting up with. You stayed in environments. You stayed in situations. You stayed in relationships just to make sure that they were okay their whole entire life, just for them to become of age and start smelling themselves. And now they're disrespectful. Now they standing toe to toe with you. Now they telling you what they gonna do and what they're not gonna do. Now they telling you how they go speaking to you like you nobody. Now they're ungrateful. Now they unappreciative. Now they walking around feeling entitled, and you stepping back and you're trying to understand, how can somebody that I done nothing but try to help go outside of their way to do nothing but hurt me? We're talking about parenting adult children. Topic of the day is we're talking about parenting adult children. This message right here is for my mothers. You got to step back. You got to step back. I don't care what nobody say. You got to step back. You got to step back and you got to step away. You got to put some distance in between you and them. You got to let them feel that ground, baby. You got to let them see what life is really about. You got to take that cape off. And yes, it's going to hurt. That's right. It's going to hurt because that's your child. And in our mind, what we want to do is we want to protect them from everything. We want to make sure that they're always all right. We don't want nothing bad to happen to them. But the truth of the matter is, note number 2 is you can't save somebody from themselves. When they're already committed to doing this and doing that, when they're already committed to hanging around that type of crowd, when they're already committed to laying up with that type of person, when they're already committed to being out there on that corner and doing this, and this, after you've already ran yourself in the ground trying to tell them the outcome of it, and they still do it, guess what's going to happen? Whether you like it or not, whether you accept it or not, if that's what a person wants to do, then they're going to find a way to do it, even if they do it behind your back, even if they do it when you're not at home, even when they do it over there sneaking and ducking and dodging, they are going to do what they want to do anyway. So what are you telling me, coach? You cannot live your life paying the cost for somebody else's decisions. Note number 1. I can't do that. You're not gonna ruin me. You're not gonna ruin me. And the reason why we feel so much resentment is because we look at the way that we've helped. We look at the things that we've done. We look at the way that we've made sacrifices, and we just can't believe it. How in the world could you do something like this to the only person that's been there your whole entire life? How can you do something like this and treat a person this way that have sacrificed their life trying to bring you into this world? How in the world can you talk to me like that? How can you treat me like that? How can you make it seem as though I'm a burden or I'm a problem just for you to show up for me, just for you to love me, just for you to support me, just for you to check on me? Because some of y'all got adult children that won't even check on you. Okay, well, I'll wait. I'm gonna wait on y'all to double tap. I'm gonna wait on y'all to send some love. I'm gonna wait on y'all. But you still losing sleep over them. You walking around depressed about it. You walking around sad about it. You walking around stressed out about it. You can't even eat. You can't sleep. You can barely function throughout the day. And they walking around. They happy, joy. They don't care whether they talk to you or not. They don't care whether they interact with you or not. They can go weeks without you. They can go months without you. You know what I'm saying? And won't call you until what? Until something happens. Won't call you until their back is against the wall. Won't call you. Won't reach out to you. Won't stop by to see you at all until what? Until something happens in their life that they absolutely need you. And the moment that they need somebody, and they know that that person will be there, you're the first person to call. In the moment of an emergency, you're the first person to call. And I'm about to get into my note number 4, and I already know that it's going to be somebody that ain't going to like my note number 4. Is that, they'll call you as soon as they have an emergency. And what you're trying to tell me, an emergency on your behalf does not constitute an emergency on mine. Hello, somebody. Note number 4, an emergency on their behalf does not constitute constitute an emergency on yours. That's you. That's your problem. That's your decision. That's your thing to fix. I'm not stopping living my life coming over there to do it. I'm not going to slow up what I'm doing to come over there and do it. I'm not going outside my way to try to protect you from it. That's what you chose. That's what you done. And one of the things that you're going to learn right now is life lessons. Every action has a reaction. If you decide to go against what I put out there, what I told you, then guess what? You're going to have to suffer the consequence. Note number 4 is what, baby? That's right. A emergency on your behalf does not constitute an emergency on mine. I'm not stopping my life for it. Yeah, I'm trying to get you back to living again. Because I'm gonna tell you the reason why you got that resentment. The reason why, I'm friend. I know it's tight. I know it's heavy. I know it's tight. I know it's real heavy. And this ain't the conversation that most people have, because most people want to jump on here and they want to, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, mothers is this and mothers need to sacrifice that and mothers need to do this and that and whatever. And we carry the weight of the world on our shoulders. We carry the weight of the world on our chest. Every single day we wake up and we're stressed. We wake up and we're depressed. We wake up and we got panic attacks. We wake up and we pacing the floor. We waking up and we're feeling like we're not good enough. We waking up and feeling like we didn't do the right thing. We beating ourselves up over things that we know for a fact that that's not how I raised you. That's not what I instilled in you. That's not what I taught you. That's not it right there. Where did you get that from? You know what I'm saying? And we're beating ourselves up over that. We got to stop that. We got to stop that. We got to stop that. Because that's what brings on that resentment. That's what brings on that feeling of, you know what I mean? I can't believe I did all of that for you. I can't believe I went against everything that I knew and that I loved, and my friends and my relationship and my marriage and my family members and all of and everything that I sacrificed. Because some of us, we in those type of situations where our friends and our family members have been open and honest with us and told us about that child and told us that we need to do something about it. They have told us countless times already that you need to put some distance, that you need to let them see what that ground feel like. You need to let them go through something. You need to stop allowing that child to walk you like a dog. You need to stop allowing that child to be disrespectful. You need to stop allowing that child to make it seem as though they got so much authority and so much choice. It's okay for them to voice their opinion, but they got to have a certain level of respect. Why? Because you're not one of their little friends. They got to understand what it is, and because they were over there telling you this and that and putting their foot down, that child kicked against that. And when that child kicked against that, you sided with the child. Why? Because of that broken thinking. Okay. Yeah, because of that. Why they did it, Coach? Because of that broken thinking. Yeah, because if I don't take my child's side, then everybody gonna say that I'm a bad mother. If I don't side with my child, then people gonna say, you know what I mean? They gonna make it seem like, you know, I just walked away from them. They gonna say that I abandoned them. If I don't side with my child, then people gonna be looking at me crazy. If I don't side with my child, then people gonna be saying that I did this and I did that. You so concerned about what other people say and how other people gonna feel and the conversations that's gonna happen that you're not gonna be involved in, that you allow folk to dictate your happiness. You let folk control when you heal, when you grow, when you evolve. You so concerned with being a people pleaser and making sure that everybody know that you're on the up and up. You so concerned with that you're over there walking around unhappy inside. You're sad and depressed in the inside. Oh no, baby, I'm gonna be happy from the inside out. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I ain't missing. Yeah, I'm telling you that right now. I'm not about to do it. I'm not about to do it. And there go that resentment. That's how that resentment come into place. That's how that resentment come into place. You know what I'm saying? I want you to understand that your happiness, your life, your joy, your peace should not be based on the behaviors of somebody else. Your happiness, your joy, your peace shouldn't be based on the decisions or the behaviors of somebody else. When people make a decision in their life that they're going to do a certain thing, you got to step out of the way. I need for you to understand that it ain't nothing that you can do to try. When a person has already committed to saying that that's how they're going to be, it's nothing that you can do to change that. The only thing that you got to do, or that you really can do, is step out of the way and allow them to feel that feeling, to go through those emotions. So what you trying to tell me, Coach? Some of y'all done heard this and some of y'all may have not. You're going to have to establish some boundaries. You're going to have to establish you some boundaries. That's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to establish yourself some boundaries. Because that's going to be the only way that you're going to be able to correct that problem. You're going to have to establish some boundaries, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to find any level of peace. You're going to have to establish some boundaries. You're going to have to let it be known what it is that you will tolerate and what you're not. You're going to have to let it be known what you're going to deal with and what you're not. You have to establish these boundaries, and after you establish these boundaries, you got to enforce them. No matter how many tears that they cry, you got to stand on that boundary. No matter how much they go outside of their way and they want to yell and scream and holler and have these adult temper tantrums, you're going to have to enforce those boundaries. It doesn't matter what they do, how they move, what type of mood that they're in, because my next note is this right here. You got to stop allowing their mood to manipulate your no. That's note number 5, I think. Yeah, I note number 4 and note number 5. You got to stop allowing their mood to manipulate your no. Oh, yeah, when I get into that, it's going to be some folk that's going, yeah, some of y'all going to get to running right now. You got to stop allowing their mood to manipulate your no. You got to stop allowing their mood to manipulate your no. Coach, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? That's a note. Note number 4. I think it's note number 4, right? Yeah, you got to stop allowing their mood to manipulate your no. Why do you say that, Coach? Because a lot of times, one thing that you got to understand about your kids is the only people that know you from the inside out, the only person that can really manipulate you, the only person that really can get up under your skin and can guilt trip you and to make you feel as though you wasn't a good parent, you didn't love them enough, you didn't show up for them enough, you didn't hug them enough, you didn't kiss them enough, you wasn't in their face enough, you didn't do this and you didn't do that enough. The only person that can do that is your child, and they use that, they prey on you just like the folk on the outside. Can't nobody manipulate you like your child. Can't nobody guilt trip you like your child. Can't nobody make you feel bad like you wasn't good enough like your child. Your child have that power. They know you from the inside out, and you got to get to a place in your life where you let your child know right then and there, your mood will not manipulate my no. Note number 4 was establishing those boundaries and enforcing them. Okay, well, note number 5 is your mood will not manipulate my no. When I say no, I'm going to stand on it. That's a part of my boundary. When I say that I'm not coming in to save you from it, I'm not going. Yeah, that's right. That's a boundary, and I'm not going against my boundary. When I say that if you go against what I told you to do and you step out there and you think that you can do it on your own, you can handle it on your own, that you know more than me. If I told you about them folk and you still want to be in their face, if I told you about that man or that woman and you still want to be over there, if I told you about them friends and you still want to go over there, if I told you about hanging on that corner, going to that club, if I told you all of that and things start popping off and things start going, you know what I'm saying, happening in your life and you over there feeling a certain type of way, guess what? You're going to have to go through it. You're going to have to suffer the consequence. You're going to have to deal with the outcome, because I'm not going to allow you to ruin me because you're going against what I'm telling you. I'm not going to let you make me feel bad. I ain't going to let you make me feel like I wasn't a good mother. I'm not going to let you make me feel like I did not show up. I'm not going to let you make me feel like I failed. I'm not going to let you make me feel anything less than the best, baby. I'm not accepting that. Your mood, you walking around pouting, that ain't gonna change my no. You walking around thinking that, you know what I'm saying, you can punish me by not talking to me, ain't gonna change my no. You walking around thinking that, you know what I'm saying, that you can ignore me or try to, because you gotta understand that ignoring is also a form of emotional abuse. Come on, talk to me nice. That's a red ink pen note right there. That ignoring game, oh baby, that's also a form of emotional abuse. They want to emotionally abuse you. They playing mind games. That's manipulation. That's psychological. Understand that. They'll go outside of their way where they'll try to ignore you. They'll go outside of their way where they'll try to not interact with you because they want to worry you. They want to stress you out. They want you to be concerned so that you can come and run. Understand that you got to understand that nobody knows you like your child. Can't nobody manipulate you like your child. Can't nobody make you feel guilty like your child. Can't nobody make you feel not enough like your child. Yes, you can go through it in a relationship, and that's one thing, but it don't hit the same until it's your child. Talk to me nice this morning. Yeah. You could go through it with family member, but it don't hit like your child. You could go through it with your lover, but it don't hit like your child. You could go through it with your friends and your family, but it don't hit like it hit when it's your child. When it's your child, it's a different type of hurt. When it's your child, it's a different type of disappointment. When it's your child, oh baby, that's something else right there, because you don't know the sacrifices that I had to make sure that you were good. You don't know the sacrifices that I had to make sure that you were covered. You don't know the sacrifices and the things that I had to go go through to make sure that you still had life, that you still had breath in your body, that you still had the necessities, the bare minimum even sometimes. You don't know what I had to go through. Hello, somebody, because if y'all anything like my age, 45 and up, oh, baby, y'all don't understand. We came up in an era where they could be beating your top off and you would still, you got to stay over there because you got kids. They could be doing this and doing that, have 5 and 6 children outside of the relationship. Don't break up your family. Don't break up your family because, girl, you know you need that man. You need to do this and you need to do that. Y'all don't know the struggle that we had to go through. Don't know the sacrifices that had to be made in that time. I refuse to go through all of that just for somebody to come around and spit in my face. Oh, no, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing none of that. I told y'all, I said this from the beginning of the live. I say, oh, this one might be a little bit sensitive for some of y'all mothers. Y'all don't so it's gonna be a little bit sensitive for some of y'all mothers because y'all want to make sure that y'all protect them at all costs. Y'all want to bend over backwards for them. Y'all want to make them the center of your attention, the center of your life, and that's a wonderful thing. Do you love your child? Of course you do. Do you support them? Do you give them the best of the best? If you have it to give, then for sure you do. Do you go outside of your way to make sure that they're okay? Then sure you do. As long as the respect is intact, as long as they understand that there's a fine line that we're dealing with when we're talking about your mother versus your friend. There's a certain level of respect that got to come this way, and that's not just in your verbiage, that's in your body language as well. That's in your interactions with me as well. You can't talk to me like I'm one of your little friends. You can't pop up at my house. When you pop up at my house, you should be pulling your pants up, sweetheart. When you pop up at my house, you need to make sure that your presence look like I'm going to see my mama. I don't care what nobody say, and I don't care how nobody feel. You should never get so comfortable with your mother or your father or any adult that you think that you can behave the same way that you behave in front of your little friends. When you get to that point, then yeah, you're doing too much already. Don't get that comfortable, baby. Don't get that comfortable because I ain't one of them. I ain't one of them, baby. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And a lot of us, we want to be best friends so bad. We want to be our child's best friend so bad. We want to be their friend. Oh, we want to be their friend so bad, baby, that we don't understand that we're enabling that behavior. We want to be their friend so bad that we're not understanding that we're okaying the disrespect. We want to be their friend so bad that we don't understand that in this moment that we're making it okay for them to do the things that they do, not understanding that that's going to cost them in the long run, not understanding that that's going to make it hard when they step outside that door, not understanding that this world out here ain't friendly, baby. That's a red ink pen note. Somebody needed to jot that down. Oh, this world out here, it ain't friendly. I don't know what nobody else then told you, but this world out here, sweetie, oh, this world out here, it ain't friendly. It ain't friendly. Yeah. Stuff that you say and you do around here, they ain't gonna tolerate that out there. The disrespect, the way that you talk, the way that you come off over here, oh, baby, that ain't gonna happen out there. Understand that, baby. You got to start checking things right there where they are. Oh, yeah, this is right here. This is about adult children. The topic that we're talking about is parenting adult children. Yeah, this right here is for the adult children. And for the mothers who feel like they gotta put their life on pause because of them. For the mothers that's right now, they can't sleep, they can't eat, they can barely function throughout the day because their concern is so wrapped up in their adult children. They can't even halfway live their own life because of their adult children. Got children staying in their house and they 25, 26 years old, can't get along with their man or their woman that's in the house that's also an adult because they want to tell them what to do. Oh, baby, the devil is a lie. You're gonna respect mine. Yeah, that's whether it's a man or a woman. Oh, you're gonna respect mine because, baby, I need for you to understand that you're supposed to grow up and go find your own wife. You're supposed to grow up and go find your own husband. As long as you in my house, you're gonna respect mine. Understand that. As long as mine is respecting you, as long as mine is telling you what is right, as long as I know for a fact that mine ain't doing you no harm, that they're holding you accountable, that they're enforcing the rules and whatnot of this house, oh, you're gonna respect my mate. Understand that to the fullness at that. To the fullness at that. Talking to them is like talking to me. Hello, somebody. Y'all younger generation, y'all didn't develop that mentality. Oh, if my child don't like, my child don't like you, then I don't like you. Oh, yeah, well, good luck being happy. Yeah, good luck being happy. You go outside your way and you make that child your whole entire universe. And as soon as that child become of a certain age, then guess what's gonna happen? That child go find them somebody, and you will hear from them when they got opportunity. You will hear from them when it's convenient for them. You will hear from them when they need something from you. You will hear from them when they back is against the wall. But baby, that's when you gonna hear from them. And here you are sitting over in the house by yourself. Here you are sitting over there lonely. Here you are over there slowly depreciating by yourself. yourself. You over there just depleting yourself. Depleting, that's the word that I was looking for. Depleting by yourself. Begging somebody to check on you. And half of the time they'll get you a little in-nurse that come in and out that you don't even know. Sit you over in a home that you don't know nothing about. Oh no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing none of that. I told y'all this was gonna be tight, but right. Y'all got to get this under control. You're ruining your whole entire life for a person that is of age. You're going back and forth and you're going back with this arguing, this fussing and this fighting. You sitting over there and you're depressed and you're stressed out about a child that is of age, a child that should be knowing better. When you know for a fact that you set them up for success, when you know for a fact that you gave them the skills, you made sure that they understood what was going on in life, and they make a decision to say that they're going to go against what it is that you put out there, when they make a decision in that moment that they're going to continue to do what they've been doing behind your back, you got to step out of their way. You cannot save a person from themselves. And I know that it hurts, and I know that you love them. I know that you want the best for them, but I want you to understand that that's also where that resentment comes from as well. You start to resent that child. You start to hate that child. You become extremely angry with that child right then and there. Why? You're mad at them because they won't live up to your standards. You're mad at them because they don't see the greatness in themselves that you see. They don't see the potential in themselves that you see. And I want you to understand, I said this in another video, that when a person is emotionally sick, when they don't know any better, when I say don't know, they're choosing not to know any better, you got to leave them. You got to leave it over there. Because you ain't doing nothing but draining yourself trying to make it better. You ain't doing nothing but running yourself in the ground, trying to make them understand. You're trying to convince a person that's refusing to be convinced. They're already committed to you being wrong. They're already committed to you being a bad guy. They're already committed to you being the villain in the story. In their mind, no matter how much you love them, no matter how much you explain to them that you wasn't in the house because you had to work, no matter how much you explained to them that they had to go eat oodles and noodles and peanut butter jelly sandwich and drink Kool-Aid, because that's all that you could afford, because you was doing it by yourself. Guess what? You cannot remove that. If they're committed to saying that I grew up broke, I grew up struggling, I grew up unhappy, then there's nothing that you can do to change that. And what they're going to do in their adult life is they're going to go outside of their way to behave in a way that justify what they've already convinced themselves of. You asked me back in the day, I love my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I love my Tony's pizza. I mess up a thing of Kool-Aid, baby. Give me that red one and mix that lemonade up in it too. Oh, yeah. But see, they don't have the same type of appreciation because, see, that right now they think that they supposed to have lobster. They supposed to have steak. They supposed to have crab legs. That, you know what I'm saying? They supposed to have the best of the best. And when you don't give them the best of the best, if you don't give them the name brand stuff, if you don't deck them out in the latest, then they feel like you wasn't a good parent. If you don't go outside of your way and bend over backwards so far that the top of your head is scrubbing the ground, then guess what? You wasn't a good parent. It doesn't matter that you was doing the best that you could. It doesn't matter that you was giving it all that you had. It doesn't matter, because when a person is already committed in their own mind to making you be a certain type of way, then that's exactly what it's going to be. And when you're in these type of situations, you got to understand that it's okay. You don't owe nobody no explanation. You ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. You let folk believe what they want to believe. You let folk think what they want to think. You let people move how they want to move. Why? Because I'm not in the business of trying to convince nobody. And because I know who I am, I also know who I am not. Because I know who I am, I also know who I am not, which means you can project all you want. It won't have no effect on me. You can try to gaslight all you want. You're not going to get a reaction out of me. You can belittle, you can slander, you can lie, you can do all those things. But guess what? I don't care about telling my side of the story. I don't care when people believe what they want to believe. I know what the truth is. Yeah. Because they truth, come on now. I just want to say it because, you know, at the end of the day, you got to understand something about people that genuinely know who you are. They don't have to be convinced. They'll let a person know real quick. That's not the person that I know. I know that person. I've been around that person. I shared space with that person. I came up with that person, and I know how much that person loved you. I know the sacrifices that they made for you. I know that they gone outside of their way. I know they was a damn good mother. I know they was definitely a present father. You know, maybe you didn't see that because that's not what you you wanted to see. Maybe you can't accept that because that's not what you want to accept. Because you want to justify this broken behavior. You want to justify the things that you're doing. You want to make right the way that you're moving and the disrespect. And me as an adult, I'm the type of person where you ain't gonna do that around me. I'm not finna let you disrespect your parent. I'm not finna let you talk crazy about your parent. I'm not finna let you go outside of I don't tolerate that type of behavior. But you got some folk that's going to do it, and the reason why they do it is because they was a hater from the beginning. Yeah, some folks, that's just the truth. There's some folks is just haters from the very beginning. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things that come from this, one of the things that come from overly extending yourself, right, in these relationships. And when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about adult children. But I want you to also understand that this also applies in some situations to relationships, with family ships and job ships as well. It's anything that you're constantly sacrificing yourself for where it's not being reciprocated. Anybody that you're bending over backwards for, even in a relationship where they don't see your efforts, where they don't respect what it is that you're doing and the sacrifices that you make, you got to understand that giving a person more of what they already don't appreciate is not going to fix the problem. Giving a person more of what they already looking at as if it's not enough is not going to fix the problem. You got to understand that you have to owe it to yourself to say, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm not going to continuously run myself in the ground. I'm not going to continuously walk myself like a dog. I'm not going to continuously, you know what I'm saying, allow you to make me feel bad. I'm not going to continuously allow you to manipulate me. The days that you go over there and you feel like you can block me, or you feel like you can ignore me, or you can try to go outside your way to try to, you know what I'm saying, make me feel as though I'm invisible to you. The disrespect was the closure. Yeah, the disrespect gonna be the closure right then and there. When you call my phone and I don't pick up, just understand that you set the tone for it. When you call my phone and you got that dire emergency and you need somebody to show up for you, remember I ain't talked to you. You know what I'm saying? When life start really lifing for you, then just remember that you can't call my phone because the disrespect was the closure. When you made it up in your mind that you knew more than me, you deal with it. When you made up in your mind that you could talk to me the way that then you deal with it. No, I'm not running down to no precinct, baby. I'm not gonna be the first one to do this and the first one to do that. I'll get there when I get there. I show up when I show up. Ain't that how you set the precedence of how our life is going to be? You set the foundation for that. And I can tell you one thing's for sure, two things for certain is when you start giving folk what they gave you, they don't like that. When you start behaving the way that folk behave towards you, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not saying that you got to exchange that negative energy. I'm not saying get down there on their level. I'm saying when you start dealing with folk accordingly. Friend say she talking, y'all. Yeah, double tap on my screen, y'all. We almost at 300K. Double tap on that screen. Oh yeah, when you start acting accordingly. When you start acting accordingly, put that in the comment. Oh coach, come on now. When you start acting accordingly, folk can't handle that. When you start acting accordingly, then all of a sudden folks start getting in their feelings. When you start giving them a taste of what it is that you've been dealing with, then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Come on, I see y'all on Instagram like accordingly. When you start acting accordingly, see, you was telling folk that you ain't got no mother. You was telling folk that your mother wasn't ever there. You was telling folk that your mother was this and your mother was that. But why is it every time your back get up against the wall, the first time that you call, the first person that you call is mama? Why every time that you in a tough spot and you got to figure things out, the first person that you call is mama? Why is it every time that something happens and it doesn't happen the way that you wanted to happen and them tears start falling from your eyes and life is really on your backside, why the first person that you always call is mama? I need to understand that it's mama then, but then when everything is happy, joy, and you laid up and you doing this and you doing that and you feel like you on top of the world, the last person that you call and check on is mama. The last person that you come over there to sit 5 minutes with is mama. The last person that you want to text to say good morning, beautiful to, is mama. Why your mama ain't a priority in your life then? Why you not concerned about your mama then? Why you only concerned about your mother when it's convenient for you? Why you only want to show up for your mother when it's convenient for you? You got to understand that there's a difference in between that. Yeah, I'm not one of your little friends, baby. Yeah, I ain't one of your little friends, but as a mother, half of us, we're responsible for this behavior. Let's just be real about it. Half of us, we're responsible for this behavior because we have children, and when we have children, we build our whole entire life around that child. We make that child the center of our existence. We make that child the center of our priority. My priority is my child. I gotta be happy, all this different stuff. And when that child start kicking against that, there go your happiness, there go your joy, there go your peace, there go your sanity, They go your whole entire world. I believe in pulling back those layers. I believe in pulling back those layers. See, I can't be a good mother until I'm a good me. I can't be a good wife until I'm a good me. I can't be a good sister, brother, auntie, or none of that until I'm a good me. I got to know who I am, because people wake up different every day, including your children. People wake up different and life start lifing for folk. And sometimes they may be going off to school and it's nothing about you. Sometimes they might be working a lot and it's nothing about you. But what are you going to do in those situations? What are you going to do when that child is no longer there? What are you going to do when you're by yourself? You should still be happy. You should still have joy. You should still have peace. No matter what, you got to know who you are at your core self before anything. Understand that I'm going to know who I am, because knowing who you are is also knowing who you're not, and also having those boundaries in place is letting people know that, hey, when it comes to the BS, I ain't going to tolerate it. Not even from you. When it comes to that BS, I ain't tolerating it. Not even from you. I ain't saying neglect them. I ain't saying being mean to them. I ain't saying not show up for them. I ain't saying not protect them. I said that just like Christ, when we're in alignment with the will, because I'm going to make it make sense to some of y'all that I know still got that broken thinking, to some of y'all that's still caught up in that type of thing. Divine Time, hold on for a second, baby, because I'm going to bring this home for us. Hello, somebody. What up, Dessa? Dessa, I got us. Don't you worry about it. I'm going to bring this home. Shaquan, what's going on? I'm going to bring it. I'm about to bring it home, because I'm going to break it down so it can forever and consistently be broke. So just hold on for 1 second. I want you. I want you to understand, right? Let's break it down like this right here. Nobody's saying that you're supposed to be mean to them, that you're supposed to, belittle them or slander them. We're not talking about that. We ain't talking about that. That ain't the topic of conversation. What I'm saying to you is this right here. As a parent, your job is to coach. Your job is to instill value. Your job, what's up, PM? Your job is to instill value, instill standards, instill morals inside of your child that are good, that are uplifting. Understand that your job is to teach them the way that they should go. Understand, so that when they grow older and they depart from you, they will still have those same values, those same standards, that same respectful behavior. Understand that that's what our job is, right? So I'm not saying that you're not supposed to treat them the right way, but what I am saying is this right here. For every action, there's a reaction. There's always going to be consequences in life. What's going on, Heather? So just like when you're in the will of God, right? As long as you're in alignment, you have what? Protection. Some of y'all already know where I'm going, and I know y'all running, so I'm waiting on y'all to get back to the phone. Yeah, come on. Friends say teach. Yo, come on. Come on. I'm waiting on y'all. Go ahead and send me some love. Thank you, PM, for the badge. I appreciate you, baby. Go ahead and say, y'all might well double tap. Y'all might well double tap. My church folks, I see the church lady dancing. Yeah, it's... come on, let's be real. As long as you are in the will, right? As long as you're in that alignment, let's be real about it now. Okay, this is the Mother's Day message. This is my Mother's Day message. You know what I'm saying? This is my Mother's Day message. I want y'all to understand. Yeah, right? As long as you in that will, you under that protection, right? As long as you're behaving in a way, as long as you're carrying yourself in a way, as long as you're doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, then understand you're in alignment. So you have that protection. But the moment that you step out of that alignment, you step from up under what? Your protection. Just like Christ. Once you step from up under, out of alignment, you step from up under that protection. That means that when you step up out of this house, I don't have no control over what happened. When you start behaving in your own way, I can't have no control over what's happening. When you go out there and you're doing what you want to do, then you got to understand that I can't control what's going to happen. I can't control the fate. I can't control the outcome. I can't control what other folk do. When you step from up under my protection, then it's all on you. Yeah. Yeah, then it's all on you. So what you're trying to tell me, Coach? Then it goes back to what I said: an emergency on your behalf does not constitute an emergency on mine, because that was a decision that you made, and you got to understand, for every action there's a reaction. Understand that there's going to be a consequence to that. My granddaddy used to say back in the day, he used to say, "You're going to pay for that." Understand that every decision that you make, you're going to pay for it. Everything that you do, you got to understand that you're going to pay for that. Understand that that's going to happen. You're going to have to pay for that. Might pay small, might be big, but you're going to pay in some type of way. So you got to understand that for everything that you do, you got to know that it's going to be something that's going to come back from that. So with that being said, you got to understand that, yes, when you step from up under my roof, when you step from up under my coaching, my guiding, then guess what? Now you're out there and you're on your own. Now you out there and you're going to have to suffer the consequences. Now you're out there and you're going to have to go through what you got to go through, and you can't just run back and think that mama is supposed to stop living her life. You can't come back and think that mama's supposed to put things on pause. You can't come back and think mama's supposed to go through everything that you're going through when you made a decision to go in there and do that against what she said. You got to stop. I'm not sacrificing myself for you. I am not Jesus. I'm not that strong. Yeah, I'm God. I ain't God. Yeah, I ain't him. Yeah, I'm telling you that right now. That's a Jesus job. That right there, I believe in doing things that's a Jesus job. That is not my job. I cannot take on Jesus job. That's not my job. Hello, somebody. I don't take on Jesus job. Everybody got their role that they play. Everybody got their thing that they got to do. But baby, that ain't the job for me. Understand that that's not the job for me. Hello, somebody. Talk to me nice. That's Jesus job. I can't sacrifice my life for you. I understand. That's Jesus job. I don't care what nobody say. That's Jesus job. I'm not about to do it. That's Jesus job. Hello. I'm not hanging up on no cross. I'm not drinking no salt water. I'm not getting pierced in my side. Not getting no stakes put through my hand. I'm not that strong, baby. I'm not that strong. That's Jesus' job. That's Jesus' job, friend. I'm sorry, y'all. Won't it do it? Yes, it will. I'm not doing it. But the sad part about it is this right here. Most of them expect for you to. And it ain't nothing funny about that. Some of them expect for you to. And it ain't nothing funny about that. Some of them can look at your face and see that you tired and still won't do right. They can look at your eyes and they can see the frustration. They can see the pain. And they still won't do right. They can see that you're slowly depleting. They can see the stress and the anxiety that you carry. Worrying about them, their well-being, if they're eating, if they're sleeping. They got shelter. And they still won't do right. And that's the sad part about the situation. And that's why it's important for you to know who you are at your core self. That's why it's so important. Oh yeah, they see it, friend. Trust me, they see it. They know exactly what's going on. Can't nobody manipulate you like your child. Can't nobody make you feel like you're not good enough like your child. Ain't nobody ever gonna be able to make you feel the hurt and the pain and the betrayal that your child can make you feel. They know you. They know how to manipulate you. They know how to make you feel like you wasn't there. They know how to make you feel like you didn't go outside your way. Oh, they know exactly what to say. They know exactly what to do. They know this already, because whether you believe this or not, and this ain't even in my notes, one of the things that you got to understand, that when you going through these things and these kids are there, and you have this man or this woman that's in your house that's manipulating you, your child is peeping that. When you have that man or that woman in your house and they talking to you crazy, that child is peeping that. When you have that man or that woman in your house and they are lying, they are cheating, and they're doing the most, and you still staying in that situation and you're not leaving, guess what? They're peeping that. When they're looking at you and the way that you allow your family members, your sisters and your brothers to pour everything on you and take advantage of you and your kind heart, they are peeping that. They are learning from other people that surround you. Children mirror their environment. So if they see that you don't have a backbone, if they see that you don't utilize your voice, if they see that you allow people to treat you crazy, if they see that you allow men and women to lie on you, to lie to you, to cheat on you, and still have the same level of access to you, still be connected to you, still reap the benefits of you, then guess what? They are trained in that moment, whether you know it or not. You're training that child up to think that it's okay for them to behave that way in your life. You're training that child up to think that it's okay for you to treat me poorly because your daddy did. You can do me like this and do me like that because you watch my sisters and brothers do it. You are making it okay in that moment to do so. I know that it's tight. I know that it's heavy. I know that it's deep, but it's still the truth. I know that it hurts your feelings. I know you feel like I'm on your toes, but it's the truth. When you keep a child in a situation that is problematic, when you keep a child in a situation that is dysfunctional, when you keep a child in a situation where it's constant fussing and fighting and belittling and slandering and all of this in their face, then that's exactly the way that they're going to behave as well. You didn't do nothing when so-and-so said it. When they lied to you, you stayed. When they cheated on you, you stayed. When they walked you like a dog, you stayed. They still got the access to you. They still got the benefits of you. You still showed up for them. You still stayed in that marriage. You still stayed in that relationship. You still stayed connected to those friends. You're teaching your child in that moment that it's okay for them to behave that type of way. So as a parent, as a mother, you owe it to yourself to make sure that you set the right example. Because as soon as they get old enough to smell themselves, as soon as they get old enough to want to try to date, that puberty hits, you're going to get all that back. You're going to get all of that back. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm your mother. I'm not your friend. There's a certain level of respect that got to be had around here. Pull your pants up. Wipe your face, correct your tone, make sure your word choice is respectful when you talking to me. I'm not putting up with it. Not at all. And baby, before I come, you better know I'm going to let you sit for a minute. I'm going to let you think about it for a minute. I'm going to let life on you for a minute. I got to let it do what it do. Because running in and constantly saving them ain't gonna fix it. Running in and constantly going back and forth with folk about them when you know that they did what that ain't gonna fix the problem. In that moment, you becoming an enabler. You going to the school, falling out with the teachers because Bonquisha won't sit down in the seat, won't do what they need to be doing. Oh, that ain't gonna fix the problem. You're enabling that behavior. Letting them go and talk to people that's in authority like they're children, that ain't gonna fix the problem. You're an enabler. We gotta tighten this up. That ain't how this go. And I made sure that this was my last note because I knew that this is my Mother's Day message. And I knew this last note was gonna be the one that was gonna strike a nerve. Yeah, it's adult children and teenagers. So anything that's over 13, anything 13 and up is who this message applies to when they start smelling themselves. Sometimes you're going to have to put your foot down. And you're going to have to put some distance in between you and these kids. The ones that's in your house, it's about bare minimum. You don't know how to behave. You don't know how to conduct yourself. You got to start taking away the perks. Everybody ain't got to have TVs in their room. Everybody ain't got to have gaming systems. Everybody ain't got to have the fresh Nikes. Sometimes you got to go back to the basics. These things are earned. These things are privileges. You want this, and this? This is what has to happen. because I'm not rewarding no bad behavior. And you're not walking up out of my house no beautiful disaster. If you don't know how to conduct yourself, if you don't know how to act like you got God-given sense, then you're going to have to sit down. That's right, friend. Oh, it's earned. And those ones that's 18 and over, and that's outside of your house, that's this thing called disconnect or distance that's going to have to happen. Yelling through my phone, click. You call me when you got some sense. Blocking me where I can't contact you. Oh, that's what we doing? Oh, okay. I ain't going to block you, but when you call, I'm going to let the call come through. But you will still get no answer. Still get no answer. Because I'm not going to let you pick and choose when you deal with me. Sometimes you got to fall all the way back. And you got to treat them like a stranger. Because the person that they are in that moment is a stranger. That's not the person that you raised. I don't know you. And when you behave like somebody off the street, now I got to treat you like you somebody off the street. When you want to talk to me, you're going to have to come. It first has to start with an apology. Because I need for you to acknowledge what it is that you're doing or that you have done. And after that apology come, I'm expecting some behavior changes. Because you can't apologize to me and then still next week behave the same way. I ain't playing that game. That's why I say you got to act accordingly. So yeah, I'm about to get to that accordingly part. So when you say, I apologize, mama, and they follow it by what's going wrong in their life and what they need help with and how this, and this, your apology does not warrant a reconnection. Just because you apologize does not mean we're going right back into the way that we were. Now when you have apologized, and before I can jump back into action, I got to see that change of behavior. Understand that you're not going to apologize just so that you can get what you want. You're not going to apologize just so I can start giving up the goods. You're not going to apologize and then just think that that erases everything that has happened. No. That apology, that change of behavior, then this new relationship that we're going to develop, because we're not going back to what we used to be, because that's no longer the person that I am. Now I'm a person with standards. I'm a person with boundaries. I'm a person that's holding folk accountable. I'm a person that now you have to make it make sense now. Yeah, come on out. Because see, sometimes they come in and they think that just because they apologize that mama forget. That just because you my mama, you supposed to tolerate the disrespect. That just because you my mama, that you supposed to just take on all my burdens. And just because you my mama, that I can say what I want to say and do what I want to do to you because you my mama, and you supposed to be okay with it because mama's not supposed to feel. Mama's not supposed to hurt. Mama's not supposed to get tired. Mama's not supposed to get frustrated. And because you are mama, you think that I'm supposed to be able to carry it all and that it's okay. But even mothers have feelings. Oh, we got feelings too. We hurt too. We get tired too. We get tired of being used and abused. We get tired of being taken advantage of. We get tired of being the person that got to make it right. We get tired of being the person that's left with the bulk of the burden because I'm your mother, so you got to stay with me. I'm your mother, so I got to leave this relationship that is toxic, that's narcissistic, that's full of abuse, and I got to take you with me. So now here I am as a young mother, and now it's not just me. I got 2, 3 children that I'm rolling around life with me, and we sleeping here and sleeping there, from shelter to pillar to post. And as a mother, then I'm expected to take on the weight of it all. As a mother, you still get tired. As a mother, you still get frustrated. As a mother, you still want to sometimes throw in the towel. As a mother, you still deserve a break. To all my mothers, you matter. To all my mothers, you deserve a break. To all my mothers, you don't have to carry the weight of the world. You don't have to carry that burden. You don't have to continuously sacrifice yourself, especially when you're parenting adult children or disrespectful children. When these kids, these adult kids and these adult temper tantrums and all this extra stuff, sometimes you got to step back and step away. Sometimes you got to allow them to feel what it's like to let life. You got to let them feel what it feels like to hit rock bottom. You got to let them feel what it feels like to have to suffer the consequences of life. Sometimes you got to step back and out of the way, because majority of the things that we're going through and the tears that we're crying right now, it's all self-inflicted. Yeah, because guess what? An emergency on their behalf does not constitute an emergency on yours. When you step from up under Christ's protection, when you step out of alignment, you step from up under his protection. That's the same way it is, or it should be, in our house. When you are following Christ and you're aligning yourself and you're doing what you're supposed to do, then you're falling up under that protection. That's the same way you should be living your life in your house. When you're in my house and things are going on and I'm giving you the direction, I'm giving you the coaching, and I'm letting you know what's going on in that moment. If you decide to step from up under my teaching and go do whatever it is that you want to do, you are going to have to suffer the consequences of those actions. When you are in my house and you making mistakes, these are and you're respectful and you're owning up to it, oh, mama gonna help you all day. If you're in my house and I know that that's not what you meant by it and that's not how it was, this, and this, oh, mama gonna be right there front row to make sure things go. I will go with you to the end. I'm gonna help you way before I hurt you. Trust and believe that as a mother. You can always count on me. I got your back. We doing this together. But when you step up from up under that alignment and you start behaving in a way, you can't expect me to stop living because you won't do the right thing. You can't expect for me to lose it all because you won't do the right thing. You can't expect me to sacrifice my life because you won't do the right thing. That's not going to happen, sweetheart. I'm not doing it. Because that right there, that's that resentment. That's where that resentment comes from. Because I could have been so far ahead if I wasn't stopping to come and help you. If I wasn't doing this and doing that to come over there to be this and be that with you. Even though I knew that you wasn't going to appreciate it. Even though I knew that you were feeling entitled. Even though I knew that you was ungrateful. Resentment, regret. And before I let it get to that point, I had to back away. I had to put some distance there. And when you come to your senses, we can revisit this conversation. So I just want to tell all my mothers, first and foremost, happy Mother's Day. I hope you guys enjoy your day to the fullest. I hope, you know what I mean, interactions, great love, all of that, the support, everything that comes with being a mom, man. I hope you guys have the best meal ever, receive the best gifts ever, and all that good stuff, but I felt like this was the perfect time to really put it out there and really have this message. I have a lot of people that constantly ask me about, adult children that are still in their houses and the way that they treat them, and some of their greatest battles right now is trying to correct the mistakes and the relationship that they had with these adult children, and I have to teach them all the time that once they are grown and they're out of your house, then you have to understand that the focus cannot really so much be all all the way on that. You have to focus on rebuilding you and correcting you and making sure that the communication from you to them is open. I apologize for what it is that I done, or the way that you felt back then when I was doing what I needed to do so that we could survive and we can have a roof over your head and clothes on your back and shoes on your feet. I can apologize for not always being present, because this is what I was doing. But what I refuse to do is allow you to hold me hostage in that situation. I can't let you make me feel bad. I can't let you guilt trip me. I can't let you emotionally, mentally, and physically manipulate me. I can't allow you to do that. I can't let you have that type of power. Because when you're trying to behave that way and want to control my thinking and control the way that I feel, that to me is too narcissistic, and I'm not dealing with that. Not even with my child. I'm not dealing with that. And like I said, when you're in these different relationships with different people, you have to understand that they see the things that you accept from other people, and they think that they can treat you that way because other people did. They see the way that other people talk to you, and you stayed in that situation, so they feel like they can do it as well. You got to nip that right there in the bud. You got to put your foot down. You got to establish those boundaries, and you got to enforce them on every hand. No matter what. I might take some disrespect, but I ain't taking it from nobody that I had to risk my life to bring into this life. I'm not doing that. Some people might talk to me crazy, but it ain't going to be from the one that I had to risk my life to give life to. Somebody, you better talk to me nice real quick. I'll be doggone. You think I done laid up in no hospital bed? Some of us 15, 16 hours. Mine was 15, 16 hours in labor having pain that you cannot believe. And you think that you going to come and walk around God's green earth and be rude and disrespectful to me? Oh, baby, the devil is alive. You think that you going to play in my face, baby? You better play where it's safe. I don't want to say how we really be carrying on out here, but y'all know how we used to tell it back in the day. I brought you in. I do what? Okay, talk to me nice. You go play where it's safe, because it ain't going to be safe to play around with me, because when mama start acting like it, then you ain't going to like that. When mama would move her hand from you, you ain't going to like that. When mama starts showing you what time it really is, you ain't going to like that, baby. You better what? You want everybody in this world to wash their hands with you. I said in this world. I ain't talking about God. You would rather everybody in this world to wash their hands with you than you want your mama to, honey, because I want you to understand that us mothers, oh baby, we'll take it to the farthest. Understand that we'll ride through it with you through whatever. But once your mama washed their hands with you, you didn't really went too far. When your mama started telling you I'm not gonna do it, then you didn't really went too far. You done took things to a place that it can't come back from. Understand that, because we the last ones to go. Yeah. Come on, talk to me nice. And y'all mothers, y'all know how we do. We'll take it to the furthest extent, baby. Yeah, they could be all the way wrong. We gonna fuss and cuss and do everything else, but we coming. We coming. That's right. Yeah, I know they was wrong. I know they ain't had no business doing what they doing. And when we get there, we gonna let them know that they was wrong and all of that. But you ain't gonna railroad them. You ain't gonna treat them bad. You ain't gonna do all of that. Give them their punishment. Let them deal what they got to deal with and move on. That's just how we are. Understand that. But when your mother get to the point where your mother is tired of you, when your mother get to a point where I can't do nothing else for you, when your mother get to that point where I'm tired of talking to you, when your mother get to that point where, you know what, it's in one ear and back out the other, I don't hear from you until something going wrong, when your mother start washing your hands with you, that ain't something that you want to experience. Understand that. You can ask some of these grown folk, they about 50 and 60 years old right now, they'll show enough tell you, baby, a mother's love ain't no comparison to it, baby. Ain't no comparison. Ain't nobody gonna do it like we do. I take pride in that. So you doggone right, baby. I understand that. I take pride in that. My job, my top job is being a mother. I love it. I don't know about nobody else. I love it. I love being a mama. I love hearing mama. I understand that. I sure enough do. I love being a mama. And I tell you what, yeah, do it. Ask my son. Ask my son, he'll tell you real quick, my mama loved me, boy. I tell you what, she loved me. She'll do anything in the world for me. But the way that she loved, baby, it's tough. It's tight, but it's right. She gonna make sure that I have what I need, but when I'm wrong, she gonna hold me accountable. She gonna make sure she come through every single time, but when I'm wrong, she gonna hold me accountable. Want me to tell you why? Because life is gonna always hold you accountable. You gonna pay for it, good, bad, or indifference. You got to understand that it's always gonna be something that's coming. It's gonna always be something that's coming. And that's it. That's all. But listen, I got to get up out of here. I want to say to you guys that I love you guys, each and every one of you. Every single day that you wake up and you put 10 toes to the ground, I want you to sweat yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are and how much you love you, because there's no love like self-love. And you first have got to love yourself way before you're able to love anybody else. TikTok, man, we at 455K. We need 500K. I need y'all to double tap on that screen. IG, man, we at 35 badges. I need 5 more badges so that we can reach our goal. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we are live here on TikTok and Instagram from 10:10 to 11:11. You know what I'm saying? The goal is to get 500K on TikTok, 40 badges on IG. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I come through with the word. I come through to make sure that we get that motivation, we get that confirmation, we get that inspiration that we need to make sure that everybody stays connected to the source. Man, I want to say good morning to you. I love me some y'all. I really and truly do. I love me some y'all. And guys, I just want to say this to y'all real quick. As y'all send me some love. Send me some love. Double tap on my screen. Send me some love, TikTok. Man, listen, I want to say this to y'all, right? So if you're not inside my boot camp, first and foremost, you're doing yourself a disservice. What I need for you to do is click that link that's in my bio. Click that link that's in my bio. Stroll down to where it says mental health. That link tree that's in my bio. Stroll down to where it says mental health support group or Patreon. Click that. Get signed up today. We have weekly mental health support group every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bring your questions, your comments, your concerns, anything that you want to share with the group. Bring it to class on Thursday. They have homework. They have things that they're working on. They have account buddies, the whole nine. If you're not inside my Patreon, I want you to understand that you're doing yourself a disservice. Make sure you get subscribed expeditiously. That's number one. And number two, listen, my church people, because see, this right here, some of y'all gonna remember this. Y'all remember back in the day. What's going on, Ashley? Loving single. How you doing, sis? Y'all remember back in the day, right? Back in the day, we got our 500K. Okay, y'all remember back in the day, we used to have the prayer rock, right? We used to have that rock that we would do when we go to summer church. Y'all remember we used to have the summer church during the summertime where the kids, like a summer camp for kids, and we used to paint our rock, make sure it's all purity, and put the rock inside our pocket, right? And every time you put your hand inside your pocket, there was your prayer rock, and that rock reminded you to pray every day, or it reminded you to pray throughout the day, right? Y'all remember the prayer rock? If you do put I remember. If you remember the prayer rock from back in the day, I want you to put I remember. That's right. Vacational Bible School. That's what it was. Vacational Bible School. Baby, we love Vacational Bible School. Why? They was going to come with that free lunch, and they was going to have that apple juice that was somewhat frozen, and you could eat the apple juice. You could eat it with a spoon because it was frozen too. So it was like an apple icy. Oh, baby, come on now. Talk to me. Y'all, listen, now we telling our age. But it was called Vacational Bible School, and we used to go through it during the summer. Y'all remember the prayer rock? Okay, they said they remember. Okay, so listen. So since it's 2023, right? And we gotta evolve with it. I got some bracelets that's coming, right? It's going to be released to the people that's inside my Patreon first, because my first order is going to be about 300, and I want to make sure that all of them, because they are part of the boot camp, I got to make sure that they get theirs first. But for everybody else who want one, right, it's going to say the disrespect is the closure. Right? And I'm doing these bracelets because I want people to look down at their arm every single time you in these situations where you feel disrespected or you feel uncomfortable in any type of way. I want you to learn how to disconnect. I want you to look down and say, you know what? This is where I exit. This conversation that went left, this is where I exit. This right here, yep, I see what y'all doing. This is where I exit. I want you right there standing in the middle, looking a person face to face, having that eyeball to eyeball conversation. I want you to look down at your wrist. Oh, this is where I disconnect. I want y'all to practice learning how to walk away from folk right there before you even step out of alignment, before you step from up under protection, before you lay your religion down, before you start exchanging that negative energy. I want you to look down at your wrist and understand that the disconnect is the closure. That's the closure right there, baby. That's the end of the conversation right there. This is where I walk off. This is where I hang up. This is where I get right on through. I had to make them. I had to make them. I'm telling y'all, I was like, the disrespect is the closure. Period, point blank. We ain't got to go back and forth. We ain't got to do no more, baby. The disrespect, that's the closure right there. So I got them coming in red. I got black, and I got royal blue, right? Red, black, and royal blue. So I got those bracelets coming out, and I want y'all to make sure y'all grab y'all a bracelet, right? Because yeah, I just do. Y'all ain't gonna, I'm gonna tell y'all this, right? I got some t-shirts coming too. Your friend say 8 p.m. said we all need the reminder. I'm trying to tell you, and it'd be small stuff like that. Like even when we were coming up, it was small stuff like that that kept us praying, right? Because we would feel that rock, and it's like, oh, let me say a prayer. And that prayer would be real quick. It may even be on your way transitioning through classes. It may be, you sitting at home on the front porch eating watermelon, because that's what we used to do. Whatever it was that you were doing, it reminded you in that moment to stop and pray. And this bracelet, I want this bracelet to really mean something. I also got my signature on the back of each one of them as well, guys. So it's going to say Street Poet on the back, but it'll have the saying across the front. But I want to remind y'all all the time that you deserve to be respected. And anybody that does not respect you, no matter what the relationship is, I want you to know that they shouldn't have that same type of access to you. They shouldn't be still connected to you. They shouldn't be able to reap the benefits of you at all. So it's small. Yes, I know it's small. But I feel like the impact, the reminder is huge. So I definitely got some of those coming, and I just wanted to tell y'all that I did that, because I'm telling you, it was like in my mind, I was like, yeah, prayer rock, but we need this. So with that being said, man, I just want to say that I love you guys so much, man. I want you guys to enjoy the rest of y'all day. Friends say I want all of them. I got you. As soon as the box come in, I'm going to definitely go ahead and post it on my website where you guys can go ahead and grab them. Like I said, it is going to be 3 different bracelets. They're 3 different colors, and you guys will be able to get those. And when y'all see the type of bracelet that it is, I think y'all really going to like it, because it's going to be the ones that you can wear in the water, that you can, for those, they're really, really dope. I like them. I really liked them a lot when I ordered them. So yes, want to make sure you guys get them. But I love you guys so much, man. Y'all, shout out to y'all at 541K. I appreciate that. I think we got our 40 badges over here on Instagram as well. Shout out to y'all. I want everybody to have a happy Mother's Day. I love you guys, and enjoy the rest of your day.